In 2025, we have a group cruise planned for the Panama Canal with 2 voyages through the canal. Well, the other day, we spoke to Walter from Where's Walter Travel, our travel partner, about the upcoming cruise and went over all the details in a live YouTube broadcast. Here's the video.
So let's talk a little bit about, so you have an amazing, like spectacular, it's not even a bucket list going through the Panama Canal. It's like the whole trip. It's just absolutely stonking amazing. But here is the cruise that you actually went with. So that is the lovely Oceana Serena, which we sailed on for the holidays. Maximum of 650 passengers on the entire ship. And this will be March 23rd through April 20th, 2025. 20 nights, 13 ports, 2 canal transits, because you're going to go west, you're going to stay overnight, and then you're going to come back east. Wow. So,
and
I mean, I probably don't have to ask you. Go ahead. Go ahead.
That's the unique thing, too, because a lot of cruises just go one way, right? You get 2.
Well, a lot of them don't even go through.
Transits. Yeah.
So it probably goes without saying, but why did you ultimately go ahead and pick this one?
It was the 2 transits. It was the ports, but then it was a ship too, because we watched video on the ship, and it was just a really nice ship. We liked the layout of it. We liked the look of it. And then you just confirmed that when you were on it over the holidays, and said it was, what a great ship it was, and you had a great time. So it was the 2 transits and but initially the 2 transits and the ports, because there are a lot of ports on there that we kind of wanted to go see and check off.
Yeah. So here you go, folks. This is round trip Miami. So you're going to start in Miami, and this is kind of cool. You're basically going to do a Western Caribbean cruise to start with. So we got Cozumel, Costa Maya, Santo Tomas, Guatemala, which is a different port. Again, small ship can go different places. You'll go to Harvest Key and you go to Roatan. Some of these. Then you go to Puerto Limon, Costa Rica. Then, and what's kind of cool about this, they make sure that both transits are daylight. So on April 1st, you will go westbound through the canal, arriving in Panama at 8 p.m. You'll stay in Panama City. Then you will depart Panama City at 4 a.m. on April 3rd and now go eastbound. So you get to see the entire canal twice in daylight, which is beautiful. Then you're basically sort of kind of going to do an ABC itinerary. You're going to do Cartagena, Santa Marta, Santo Marta, Aruba, Curacao, Bonaire, Port Antonio, Jamaica, and then you finally come back to Miami 20 days later.
Yeah, we've done in Caribbean, but ABC is one of the ones that we have to get to. So this takes care of that. So we've done Eastern, Western Caribbean, but not ABC none. So we haven't covered those. We've done Cozumel and Costa Maya, and those are great ports. It'll be nice to see them again. But looking forward to Jamaica too.
Yeah, and there's a lot of great coffee along the way too. This would be my coffee cruise, where I'd be buying coffee at a lot of these places.
Yeah.
Because when we did our Panama Canal cruise, we only did the partial. We only went into Gatun Lake and then came back out. But I came home with 10 pounds of coffee when
did you really?
Came back out.
Yeah.
I thought for sure the airport dogs were going to nail me.
Thinking you're a drug smuggler trying to camouflage it with the coffee.
Right? Because that's what they did. They put it in coffee. And I even said to Rebecca when we were on the plane, because we still lived in Atlanta at the time, like, the dogs are going to get me when we get to Atlanta.
Yeah.
So obviously we went on this very ship back during the holidays, and what a juxtaposition too, because we just got off the Icon of the Seas, which is largest ship. Hey, Aaron, how are you? But what I loved about this ship, one of the things I really loved about this ship, obviously one is almost all inclusive, and with the group, you actually get the prepaid gratuity. So while I have this on the screen, Oceana has Simply More. So it's 2-for-1 cruise fares, free round trip airfare with free transfers, Free shore excursion. So on this particular cruise, you're going to get $1,400 credit per stateroom to book your shore excursions. You get free champagne, wine, and beer with lunch and dinner. Free gourmet specialty dining. So every restaurant, every meal is included. Free soft drinks and specialty coffee. That's where they got me, the specialty coffees. I'm like, yes, that is it. And then free unlimited Wi-Fi. And then because this is a group cruise, we can throw in the prepaid gratuities, which is $720 for the two for 20 days. So yeah.
How was the Wi-Fi? Was the Wi-Fi good on the ship?
The Wi-Fi was solid. It wasn't the best. However, the entire fleet will have Starlink by the end of this year.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So by the time you get on it, you will have Starlink on the ship. Greg, that is a great question. Are you going to go through the old or the new? As of right now, it is scheduled to go through the historic locks because obviously it's such a small ship that she can't go through the historic locks. So as of right now, she is scheduled. Of course, things can change. Itineraries can change. But as of right now, she is scheduled to go, which I really hope she does. That's what we did. And it is cool because that's the one that had the ships going in both directions. The new locks is just a one-way. So you don't quite get the experience of the other ship coming past you the other way, which is kind of cool. You see that I said that, the airfare is included. It's really like a $1,400 or $1,600 credit. So if you don't need the airfare, we can actually reduce the cruise fare by either $1,400 or $1,600. So it's actually a really good deal in and of itself.